Welcome to the Fox 12 Halftime Show, as we are about to dive deep into the first half of this Week 2 matchup between the Auburn Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. The Auburn Tigers are playing their first ever game in the Fox 12, and it's a daunting task, as they are playing in the big house of the Michigan Wolverines, who are 1-0, coming off a very, very exciting win versus the Oregon Ducks last week in a 21-20 nail-biting finish. The Heisman Trophy backfield that the Auburn Tigers have, consisting of quarterback Cam Newton and running back Bo Jackson, look to exploit the Michigan defense that has star Heisman-winning safety Charles Woodson and star linebacker Lamar Woodley. On the other hand, receiver and return man Desmond Howard for the Wolverines and their star running back Tom Harmon look to improve upon last week's performance, while star defensive tackles for the Auburn Tigers, Tracy Walker and Nick Fairley, look to contain these star players. The Michigan Wolverines are one of the few teams in the Fox 12 to not have a star quarterback on offense. Last week, Jim Harbaugh struggled mightily as he only went 3 for 7, which was a 43% completion percentage, for 38 yards. His longest pass was 22 yards, and he had 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, which resulted in a measly quarterback rating of 88.46. Let's see if he can silence the haters who have really started to talk now that they've seen his performance in Week 1 with a strong performance in this game. So far, Jim Harbaugh has actually proven to be a very, very effective quarterback, going 5 for 6, 112 yards, a touchdown, and 3 first downs, and a quarterback rating of 295.13, and he is clearly outperforming his opponent Cam Newton, who is indeed a star quarterback, proving that you don't need to be a star quarterback to have success in this league. So this game was a pivotal game for the career of Jim Harbaugh, and so far he's stepping up to the plate, and let's see if he can continue it into the second half. Enough talk about Jim Harbaugh. Let's dive into the first half highlights of this 14-7 game in which Michigan is winning by. And in the first play, the first quarter to open up the game, Auburn's kicker, Wes Byram, will kick it off to the star return man and receiver for Michigan, Desmond Howard, who's looking to make a huge impact right out the gate. Howard brings it out. Howard sees a man coming, uses his star power and jukes to the right, using his evasive speed to get away. Howard still has some room, but the Auburn defense is claiming in. See if anyone can stop Desmond Howard. Desmond Howard is smacked by defensive tackle number 90, Nick Fairley, a star player for the Auburn Tigers, in what is now the first play for the Auburn Tigers in the Fox 12. Let's start off with the game's first touchdown. In just the third play of the first quarter, Michigan is already on Auburn's 45-yard line. Lining up in I formation, Jim Harbaugh calls out the cadences and takes a snap. Harbaugh, back to pass, looking. He's got Desmond Howard on the slant. Howard, the star receiver, Heisman Trophy winner, and star kick returner, jukes out the strong safety Brian Robinson and prances in for a 45-yard touchdown to set up Michigan with an early 7-0 lead just 3 plays into the first quarter. But Howard already shown he can do a lot of damage in this game. And as great as a run as it was for Howard, let's not forget Jim Harbaugh thread the needle with an amazing throw, showing that you don't need a star quarterback to succeed in this league. Michigan pounces out to an early lead. We now jump forward to the 8th play of the first quarter. Auburn's been marching down the field with Bo Jackson's beautiful runs. Let's see if they can punch it in. 2nd and 13 on Michigan's 13-yard line. Bo Jackson gets the ball again. What a surprise. He's gotten the ball every play for Auburn. Jackson sees a lane, cuts upfield. Charles Woodson and Lamar Woodley react. Let's see if Bo Jackson can punch it in for a touchdown. Jackson has been Auburn's offense all right now, as he's the only one to touch the ball. Charles Woodson comes up and tries to tackle Bo Jackson, but Bo Jackson sheds him off. Bo Jackson stiff arms Charles Woodson, sheds him off, breaks the tackle in a battle of star defender on star offensive player, and Bo Jackson scores for the Auburn Tigers, tying the game up. Bo Jackson just ran over a Heisman-winning defensive player, the only defensive player to win the Heisman in the history of college football. That shows you that Bo knows what's good. What a run, 7-7. Let's see what's next. Not to be outdone, just 2 plays later, Desmond Howard, the star receiver and kick returner, who so far has been having a great day, returns the ball. Howard, at the 40-yard line, cuts back from star defensive tackle Tracy Walker. Desmond Howard actually runs backwards, trying to evade the star defensive tackle for Auburn. And look right here. For all you young football players out there, this is an amazing block by running back Tom Harmon. Right there. That block stops Tracy Rocker from being able to tackle Desmond Howard. And you guys know, if I'm showing this as a highlight, you know what's going to happen, don't you? You know what's going to happen. It's time for Desmond Howard to strike the Heisman pose, because Desmond Howard, this bad man, returns the kickoff for 100 yards, giving Michigan the lead just 2 plays after Auburn tied it up. This big house is going crazy right now. Desmond Howard striking the Heisman, 14-7. Just 2 plays later, you're about to see how much of a beast Bo Jackson is. Jackson, doing kick returning duties for the Auburn Tigers, looks to cut upfield. Let's see what Bo Jackson can do. Bo Jackson, first off, has been Auburn's only source of offense this whole game. And he's been a swell return man. Let's see what Bo Jackson can do here. First off, Bo Jackson right there shrugs off Brandon Graham. Then right here, bulldozes Mark Messner and is finally brought down by Chris Hutchinson on the 50-yard line. But Bo Jackson run over 2 people that play. 2 grown men who looked like boys. Michigan marching down the field with 2 plays left, trying to get a 2-score lead over Auburn, 41 yards away from pay dirt. Jim Harbaugh sends Desmond Howard in motion and uses the home field advantage rule, which means Auburn cannot match that pivot or advance pivot because the Michigan crowd is just too loud. Harbaugh, looking for Howard, throws it way behind it, but Desmond Howard turns around and makes a one-hand catch, stabbing the ball behind him. It hit the back of his base. What an amazing catch by Howard. Can he take it all the way and basically put this game away? Because as we know, a 2-score lead is a ton in electric football. Howard, lots of people are falling down. He's trying to cut outside. Tom Harmon fell down, so there can be no more pivots for Desmond Howard. Howard trying to beat the defenders in the corner for a touchdown, but he does not. Desmond Howard taken down by free safety Buddy McClinton on the 5-yard line. A game-saving tackle by Auburn. What a play by Buddy McClinton, taking down Desmond Howard. Michigan can still get a 2-score lead with a chip shot field goal. 22-yard field goal by their kicker, Remy Hamilton, is up, and it's no good. Wide right. Michigan completely squandering a chance to get a 2-score lead, as now Auburn is only 1 score down with a half still left to play. And after looking at this first half stats, what we can gather is 3 things. 1, Cam Newton struggles. 2, Bo Jackson's dominance. And 3, the dominance of another star player, wide receiver and kick returner Desmond Howard, as both of these stars have been dominating. Let's see if they can continue this in the second half. And now let's send you back on the field for the beginning of the second half.